Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to this War of Mine, episode 17. Okay, so Marco is dead. We've got a bunch of very hungry and sad individuals within the shelter. So we're going to need to get them sorted out as we progress through this 24 minute video as we get near to the late game of this War of Mine. How many will survive? Will these three survive, or will we lose more people? I'll give you a hint. I'm going to show you why. If you have an aggressive encounter, you do not go back to that same location. That it's very much not something you should be doing. Everyone's bios have been updated, with Roman and Bruno both being fairly selfish, and Katya being a bit more on the nice side about the death. But that is what it is. Okay, so there's some food. We'll get that cooked up and create some meals and get everyone fed and make some alcohol, but we'll skip past that bit and we'll skip straight to the night, because this is where I show you how incredibly daft it is to go back to a location. I'm doing this for your benefit, the viewer, rather than for my own playthrough, but you'll see exactly what I mean. Katya barely escapes with her life. Okay, so Bruno's going to get that trap replenished after collecting the food. He'll go and cook some meals, and we'll skip by the eating and getting everyone fed, and we'll head straight towards the night. Now, we do also make a couple of alcohols over the course of this day, but I'm skipping past that, again, just to keep the video length around 22 minutes. So I do snip these videos down just to give you guys the main highlights. So there's 3 meals, get those cooked and prepped, and we'll skip ahead to the night of near death, which of course is not great, but it is what it is. And here we go. Let's skip forwards. Now he's nearly finished cooking to the night. Okay, so we need to choose a location. Well, we're going to choose Katya to scavenge because she can take 12. We'll get Roman to guard, and we'll go back to the hospital. So not the shelled school, not the ruined block of flats, not the shelled cottage, not the garage, not the bakery, not the hotel. We're going to go back to the city hospital because I want to show you that if you do make a cock up, don't go back and repeat it and make it even worse. Okay, so city hospital, here we go. Let's prepare Katya for the adventure ahead, and we'll give her an axe. And that's it, and we'll go scavenge. Here we are in the hospital, so let's check that first pile. There we go. So there's all the stuff in there that I could have just done a grab of everything, but here we go. Let's see what happens. Hit her. Get her. Okay, run. She's been shot. Oh dear. Katya's back with nothing. I'm back, but I need help. It hurts. Yep, that is because... Okay, so as you can see, she is wounded and needs treatment. So we'll go and get her some bandages and get that sorted out as quickly as possible. And of course, she's now going to need to rest for a couple of days to recover from her injuries. Luckily, the medicated bandages, and she is only wounded, so she will be able to recover. So let's get her those bandages, get her done up, and then get her into a bed so that she can rest. Because of course that rest is going to be highly needed to get her to recover. So there we go, she's wounded but bandaged, she's hungry, sad, basically everything is not great. Let's get Roman to go and collect those 2 alcohol we created the previous day. And we're going to give Katya a little bit of rest, but then the trader's going to turn up, so we're going to have to wake her up and get her down to the trader so that we get more value for our items. Everyone is just hungry again now, because obviously everyone ate yesterday, so that's good. Roman's tired, so we'll go and put him to bed, and we can get Bruno maybe to go and do something over the course of the day. Is there anything in the traps? Oh, yep, we've got another 2 food. Very good. So that's going to put us up to 4. That is not bad. So that gives us enough for another couple of days, which takes us to around, I think, day 38 with the food that we have, with 1 then spare portion. So not too bad. So again, reuse those rotten veg that we were very lucky to get lots and lots of, so that we can trap some more. Oh, and here comes the trader, so trap some more rats. We'll get him to make some cigarettes, get him to make 8, yeah, that'll do, 12 even, and then wake up Katia. So those 12 cigarettes should last quite a while, and we do still have quite a bit of spare tobacco. And even though she's wounded, because it's bandaged, we can use her to come down and talk to the trader, so it's not a problem. And what we are going to do is multiple trades to build up our components and our wood. Because obviously we've now missed out really technically on 2 nights of scavenging, thanks to Marco dying and of course Katia getting shot at. So what are we going to trade with? Well, we made some alcohol, didn't we? So that's probably the best thing to use. The only question is, what do we want from Franco? And as I said, that's going to mainly be components and wood. So he's got 38 components there. He's got 4 bullets as well. But let's go down to our items. So we've got fixed body armor. We've got our 3 pistols. We've also got some broken body armor, broken helmet, alcohol, broken guitar. All good stuff to trade with. So let's see how much we can get. So just rack it up for components. He's still saying, oh, we're at fine, we can have a deal. Keep going, keep going. It won't do, try harder. Okay, so there we go. We've hit our limit, so deal. And then go for another trade. Again, we could use another piece of alcohol because we've got 3. And we've certainly got plenty of sugar to make more. We've got 37. And we've got lots of water. So we could potentially just use the alcohol again. Or we could trade some of the other stuff. We've got quite a lot of bullets now as well, 39. I think we've got more than enough to see out the end of the war, hopefully. So let's go with the broken guitar, because it's a spare one. We don't need 2. Let's see how much wood we can get for that guitar. Not a huge amount by the looks of it. Oh no, we're still going. There we go. So we can have a total of 7. Well, that's fine. Okay, we'll go for a deal on that, I think. And then what we'll probably do is go for another deal. So let's bring up that trade window again. And of course you can do this unlimited until you're happy and you've got everything that you need. So this is now the 3rd trade. What have we got? Well, we've got a few different items that we could still use. What do we want from him, more importantly? I think we'll use another bottle of alcohol our side. And then what we could do is go for a mix of components and wood. So let's go for the components, because he hasn't really got much else actually today. So yep, let's go for components and then finish it off with wood. Now we know we can go 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, but let's go with wood. 5 won't do, try harder. Okay, so we can, interesting. So 2 pieces of wood are worth 4 components. So we're at fine, we can have a deal, and then now it won't do, try harder. Okay, so that'll do. So 10 components, 4 more pieces of wood. That's enough trade. And that actually will take us, and we probably won't do a huge amount more over the course of today, and we'll get into another night of scavenging. And from this point forwards, we play it safe. As long as we can get food, and as long as we can do everything that we need, we should now be able to make it to the end of the conflict, hopefully without any further casualties. I mean, obviously I risked Katia deliberately to show you guys not to return to an aggravated site. Had I just been playing the game myself, I wouldn't have done it. But obviously for this series, it's of benefit for you guys to be able to see what happens. And Bruno's just finished making those 12 cigarettes. Katia's off to bed. And I think at that point in time, we can end the day and move forwards. Okay, so we're going to get Bruno to guard, Katia to sleep, because of course she's recovering, and Roman to scavenge. So prepare, and let's choose, the abandoned cottage. We haven't been there for a long time, although I think one of the things I forgot to do here was I may not have taken all the necessary stuff with me, but let's have a look. So we've only got gunpowder and wood there that we've left behind, not much else. Let's go into the downstairs, because there should still be some stuff that we haven't collected, because it is saying that there is stuff, so there should be. So let's keep looking and see what we can find. Okay, so do a grab all. There we go. We can smash that up for firewood and wood itself, of course, so wood and fuel. So we might as well break it up, seeing as we're here. And we can get it all loaded into that pile at the entrance. So there we go. Do a grab all again. So plenty of wood. Probably worth emptying this off at the entrance pile and then going deeper into the house to see what other locations we may have missed. Okay, so let's get that done. Let's get everything dropped off into the pile for easy access. So just click, 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 click. There we go, and exit. And then go back into the house to see what else there is that we may not have recovered. So that looks like that still hasn't been... we've only got an axe. We haven't got a crowbar. So we're not going to be able to get into that. It's locked. But of course we haven't taken anything with us. We only brought a saw. We've got another pile there for firewood. We've got a pile over here. And we've got another potentially locked door by the looks of it. Okay, one piece of wood. Woohoo! Okay, and can we go inside here? No. So we've come to a location where we need 2 nail files or a crowbar. So what we'll do by the end of this video is we'll go to the garage with some medicines, which we have plenty of, trade them with the guy in the garage to get a crowbar and maybe some other bits and pieces. So in the meantime, we'll take as much as we can from here. I mean, there's still plenty to take. It's just the fact it's all just wood and fuel. But again, it's not a fruitless scavenging exercise, unlike the previous 2 nights. So, not terrible. Okay, so now we just have to decide what we want to take. Well, the only stuff that's there is wood and fuel anyway, so we might as well take that. Another couple of wood. There we go, and all we're leaving behind there is a bunch of wood. And exit. Plus, of course, we've got those 2 locations to break into as well. And we are now on day 36. Okay, so Roman's bringing back a nice decent amount of stuff. Made it without a single scratch. Yep, well done, mate. That's because we were careful. What we'll do now is we'll skip again forwards and miss out anything that's a little bit on the boring side. And... then get towards the next day. So Katya needs more bandages because we're now into another day, so she's slightly wounded now, but she's also very hungry. Well, we do have our 4 food, so we can get Bruno to cook more. That's not a problem. Let's get Katya back into bed because she needs to rest. Of course, Roman is asleep because he was scavenging, and we need to get Katya to bed as well to speed up her recovery. So there we go, recovering. Right, lovely stuff. Now, where is Bruno? Okay, so we'll get Roman now that he's awake to make whatever it is that we need, which of course is more water filters, even though we've got plenty of water, but you can never have too much. And we're going to get Bruno to make more alcohol, so let's get him to make, I don't know. See, we're down to 15 sugar now as well. 15 water, so we'll make another 2, but it uses 6 each time, so that's what those water filters are for. So although we had a lot of water from winter where we were melting snow, we are going to need to use those water filters as Bruno makes the 2 alcohol. There we go. Everyone's very hungry as well, so we are going to need to start thinking about making more food, of course, which oh, well, we're going to need to try and find some veg, aren't we, to long out our food rations and hope that the traps get some more stuff. So, yeah, we're not doing too bad. We've got 9 cigarettes there, I saw. So, we've got plenty of medicine at the moment. We've got still 2 proper medicines. Let's get Bruno to cook some food. So, can we make 3? Yes, we can. And that's us now down to 3 water. So let's get Roman to go and get that filter installed because we're going to need to use both of them to get more water. Roman, of course, being very hungry. But make that water for me, please. Thank you very much, kind sir. I wish I'd left the city. Yeah, well, you know, that happens in life, unfortunately. Right, Bruno, seeing as you're the master chef, you get to eat first. There we go. Let's, now that Roman's done, let's go send him for a meal. We can get Bruno to go and do something, not entirely sure what. But Katya, of course, is resting, but we'll still get her to go and eat once Roman's eaten his meal, so no one's very hungry anymore. Not a good day. No, everyone's all depressed. I know. Everyone's still sad from the fact Marco died. Realistic. Let's get Katya to go and have her food. Off she slowly runs with her busted up self that is slowly recovering. That's it. Up you go, my dear. And there we go. Right, so everyone is now in a hungry state rather than very hungry. We'll get Katya to go back and rest again. And let's have a look at the traps. Got anything? Nope. Okay, so we're now down to 1 food, which is less than ideal. We might as well end the day. We're not planning on doing anything else. Okay, so Katya is still slightly wounded, so sleep in bed. Bruno guarding, Roman scavenging, and as I said, we're going to go to the garage because that is the best place to go to get the crowbar and some other bits and pieces. In fact, because we haven't explored the location, it's actually a fairly good loot fest. Because if you remember in the series, we only went to the garage and traded initially for the axe, so getting a hatchet in the early game was the title of the episode. But we didn't actually explore the garage itself, so technically there's a lot of resources there that we haven't yet used, so it's worth revisiting. So that's exactly where we're going to go. Oh look, let's have a look at other stuff and pretend we might go somewhere else. Oh look, Shell Cottage has nothing, that has nothing. Oh look, the garage has got loads of stuff. Okay, let's go. What do we need to take? Well, we need to take something. Let's take our 1 extra bottle of pills and hope we don't need anything more than that. And let's take our nearly blown up axe and off we go. Okay, so again, as I said, we kind of came to this location once and then left. So you'll find that we have a lot of stuff that we haven't collected. Okay, come on, Roman. The only problem is, of course, Roman doesn't have much storage capacity, and we're still waiting for Katya to recover. So, and of course, she's the trade specialist as well. So, ideally, that's who we would have taken with us. What we'll do is we'll take as much of this as we can, and we'll dump it back into the entrance container. So, there we go. Down you come. We jump over the gap, slide down the ladder, and back to that initial pile, and we'll get everything offloaded. Okay, so bye-bye, all the stuff. There we go. Keep the pills, because we're going to trade with those. We accidentally got rid of our axe there. Okay, let's go and chat to the garage owner, give him some medicines, and do a trade with him. Okay, here he comes. Hey, I need meds for my father. Do you have any? Yes, we do indeed. There we go, sir. Have some pills. Okay, I would like some veg from you, sir. That would be good. And I would also like a couple of lock-picking devices and a crowbar. It won't do, try harder. Okay, so that's a bit too much. What if we throw in our nearly busted axe? Okay, fine, we can have a deal. But can I add anything extra? It won't do, try harder. Okay. Right, so what we need to do is work out, can we add anything? No, it won't do, try harder. Okay, now that axe is nearly bust, but at the same time, I'm feeling a bit like, no, I don't really... Oh, okay, we just needed to get rid of 1 nail file. There we go. Well, lock file. So, can we add anything else? No. Okay, well, we'll just have to do a deal on that, I think. Yep, that'll do. Okay, lovely. Now we go up and over the top of the garage because as of yet we haven't explored the back from memory. So let's go and have a look and see what we can find. Okay, so lots of components and wood. Fair enough. We'll leave those where they are because what we're looking for now is interesting items, not business as usual standard stuff. So toys, more components. Okay, again, nothing special. Let's go through the top door, leap down. There we go. Come on, down you jump. That's it. Okay, so the stuff here. Now this filing cabinet usually contains some good stuff. So let's have a look. Yeah, we've got some electrical components. We've got a couple of books. We've got some water and we've got some coffee beans as well. Okay. Right, we'll take that water, we'll leave the wood behind, and there is another pile all the way out here at the end, and then what you can do is exit from this side now that you've climbed over, if you've filled up all your bag and you're ready to go. So that's just components, and we could take all of that, fill it up bar one, and then go back to the entrance and then decide what it is we're going to take. But there is also more stuff in the basement that we haven't yet looked at. So let's go down and have a look first. Now you can break in, of course, with the crowbar, but that's breaking into the guy's house, so we're not going to do that. Let's have a look at these piles. Okay, some more components, and over at the sofa, let's have a look what's stuffed in the sofa. Normally it's money, but let's see what's in this one. It's loads of wooden components. Okay, so that's pretty much all we want to do from here. We could break into the door, as I said, but again, that goes into the immoral behaviour, and we've stayed moral the whole time, so let's not change that now. So close to the end of the season, the series. Okay, so back up the stairs, over the top of the bombed out part of the building. That's it. There we go. And that's an ice cream van going past. Hey. And now we decide what components it is we want to take. So now what do we want to take? We definitely want, so we can leave the water behind, and we can probably take the tobacco. We've got plenty of rotten food, but is it worth dumping something else? Maybe the books, because we've got loads of books as well. So, oh, didn't take it. There we go, and exit. There we go, so quite a good haul, and run to the exit. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, day 37. And that is it for episode 17. Till next time, I'm Know-It-All Gaming. Have a great time. If you're not subscribed, please do so, and drop a like on the video as well. Till next time, cheers.